Ever wondered how a young boy from Corsica would grow to rule over France? The answer lies in the early life of Napoleon Bonaparte. Born in 1769 on the rugged Mediterranean island of Corsica, Napoleon was the second of 8 children in his family. His father, a minor noble, ensured a good education for his son, sending him off to France for schooling when he was just 9 years old. Napoleon excelled in his studies, particularly in mathematics, and his academic prowess earned him a scholarship to a military academy in Paris. It was there that he began to hone his military strategies, showing a remarkable aptitude for artillery tactics. His prowess didn't go unnoticed. In just a few years, he climbed the ranks, becoming a second lieutenant in the French army by the age of 16. By the tender age of 24, Napoleon had already made a name for himself as a promising military leader. How did a young officer seize control of a country? Napoleon's rise to power is a tale of ambition, opportunity, and cunning. In the throes of the French Revolution, a young officer named Napoleon Bonaparte saw an opportunity. He was a man of great ambition, and the chaotic, bloody revolution presented a chance for him to make his mark. As France was torn apart by internal strife, Napoleon was steadily building his reputation as a military leader. Napoleon's role in the revolution was not that of a traditional revolutionary. He was not one to make fiery speeches or write manifestos. Instead, he was a man of action, and his actions spoke volumes. His successful suppression of the royalist uprising in Paris in October of 1795, known as the 13 Vendémiaire, catapulted him into the national spotlight. It was a clear demonstration of his strategic brilliance and his ability to maintain calm under pressure. But it was his campaign in Italy that truly set him apart. In 1796, Napoleon led an army against the Austrians and their allies in Italy. Despite being heavily outnumbered, he managed to score a series of stunning victories. These successes not only expanded French territory but also boosted Napoleon's standing back home. His letters from the Italian front, filled with tales of heroism and triumph, were published in French newspapers, further enhancing his image. But Napoleon was not content with military glory alone. He had political ambitions, and he saw an opportunity to seize power in France. In November of 1800, he staged a coup, overthrowing the existing government, the Directory, and establishing a new government, the Consulate, with himself as the first consul. This coup marked the end of the French Revolution and the beginning of Napoleon's rule. Napoleon was a master of exploiting opportunities. He used the chaos of the revolution, his military successes, and his growing popularity to ascend to the top of the French government. He was a man who knew what he wanted and was willing to do whatever it took to get it. In a matter of years, Napoleon had transformed from a military officer to the ruler of France. Napoleon didn't stop at being a ruler, he wanted an empire. And in 1804, he took the title of Emperor of the French. From the moment Napoleon Bonaparte ascended to this illustrious title, he began to reshape France with a series of sweeping reforms. He introduced the Napoleonic Code, a civil law code that became the foundation of many legal systems across the globe. This code emphasized equality of all male citizens before the law and secured the right to property. Napoleon also reinvented the French education system, establishing a system of public education, and he modernized the financial system by establishing the Bank of France. But Napoleon's ambitions stretched far beyond the borders of France. He embarked on a series of military campaigns known as the Napoleonic Wars, aimed at expanding the French Empire. His strategic brilliance and innovative tactics led to many victories, such as the Battle of Austerlitz, where he defeated the combined forces of Austria and Russia, and the Battle of Jena-Auerstedt, where he dealt a crushing blow to Prussia. These victories enabled Napoleon to extend the French Empire across vast regions of Europe. Napoleon's impact on Europe was profound and far-reaching. He spread revolutionary ideals of liberty, equality, and fraternity, challenging the old feudal order. His conquests spread the Napoleonic Code across the continent, influencing legal systems from Italy to the Netherlands. His reign also sparked a sense of nationalism in the conquered territories, a sentiment that would play a significant role in shaping the future of Europe. Moreover, Napoleon's rule was marked by a grandeur and extravagance that reflected his imperial ambitions. He commissioned magnificent buildings, such as the Arc de Triomphe, and he organized grand ceremonies and celebrations to showcase the glory of his empire. At the height of his power, Napoleon's influence spread across Europe, bringing about a new era in continental history. Napoleon Bonaparte, Emperor of the French, was indeed a transformative figure, a man who left an indelible mark not only on France but on the entire world. But even the most powerful empires can fall. For Napoleon, the beginning of the end came with the disastrous invasion of Russia. This ill-fated campaign, marked by a brutal winter and the scorched earth policy of the Russians, was a turning point for Napoleon. His Grande Armée was decimated, leading to a critical loss of faith among his allies. In the turmoil that followed, Napoleon abdicated his throne and was exiled to the Mediterranean island of Elba. Yet the indomitable spirit of Napoleon was not easily quelled. In a daring move, he escaped Elba and returned to France, reclaiming power for a brief period known as the 100 Days. However, his final defeat at the Battle of Waterloo sealed his fate. The once invincible emperor was dethroned, his power extinguished. Defeated and dethroned, Napoleon was exiled to the remote island of St. Helena, where he lived out his final years. Napoleon Bonaparte passed away in 1821, but his legacy continues to shape the world. But what exactly is that legacy? Let's delve into it. Napoleon's rule had a profound impact, with lasting changes that still resonate today. One of his most significant contributions was the Napoleonic Code. This legal framework, which emphasized equality before the law, property rights, and secular authority, became the basis for civil law systems across the globe. Also, Napoleon's reign was a catalyst for the spread of nationalism, an ideology that would shape the world in centuries to come. His military campaigns, meanwhile, revolutionized warfare, introducing the world to the concept of total war, and significantly altering the political landscape of Europe. Whether viewed as a tyrant or a reformer, Napoleon Bonaparte's influence on history remains undeniable. His legacy lives on, and continues to shape the course of global events long after his final defeat at Waterloo.